You look great. Push it.
So glad we took this job.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, like I said in the last video, I'm going to be talking about Solo. So yeah, let's talk about that. And like I said before we get into it, remind you guys that it is going to be spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie, recommend you go check it out, watch the movie, come back to the video. And without further ado, let's get into it. So Solo is about the story of, obviously, Han Solo. He goes on this adventure to join the Resistance, to fight against the Empire, and he goes on this journey and becomes the Han Solo we all know today. And he meets Lando Calrissian along the way. This movie was interesting. I don't really have a whole lot of positives to say about it. It's definitely on the low end of the totem pole. I know that's not a new opinion, but one thing I will say, a couple things I will say positive about it is the cast. I think the guy that they got to play the young Han Solo, I think he does fine. It's not Harrison Ford. He does fine with the material he's given. I believe this is another movie where the director came in halfway and they changed it, and Ron Howard directed some of it, and it's a whole thing. So it's one of those things where, you know, we got kind of screwed again out of a better movie than what we should have got. But I mean, the actor that plays, you know, Han Solo is great. Some of the supporting cast is alright. The character of, you know, Lando, played by Donald Glover or Childish Gambino, depending on how you know him. He was in Community, and he does the voice. I believe he's the voice of the Prowler in one of the Spider-Man games. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure he's in the Spider-Man movies. I know. He was in Spider-Man No Way Home? No, Spider-Man Homecoming. He was in Spider-Man Homecoming. But yeah, he does fine as Lando. You know, Billy D. Williams, you know, he's obviously the preferred pick to play him, but as a young Lando character, you know, I mean, he does fine. The story of this movie is not entirely great. There's a lot of twists and turns that happen that it like very, you know, undesirable plot. Like, I had a hard time really getting into the movie. The movie is so dark and so like drab looking. Like, this is Star Wars. You know, it does have points. Like, even in stuff like, you know, like even in Dagobah, where the planet where Yoda's on, and even in that scene, there's still vibrant greens, and there's the haze of the blue, and there's a lot of the movie that's just gray. It's just very, very different shades of gray, 50 shades of gray, if you will. And it's just not a very good movie to look at. There's some twists and turns, like I said, with the villain change in it. You think you're going to be fighting one guy, but really the guy who you've been known all along is really the bad guy, and it's just not a fun twist. Although Woody Harrelson, he tries his best in the movie, he did not do good in this one. I just didn't really care for the character all too much. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot to say positive about the movie, just a lot of the negatives to point out. I guess you get some nice exchanges between the Han Solo character and Chewbacca. You get some nice exchanges there, you know, just kind of the beginning and the kindling of their friendship, and that's a little fun. One of my least favorite things about the movie is the droid, the Lando Calrissian's sex droid. I don't know exactly what she is, but she's in love with him, and that was one of the worst characters in the movie. Not because the plot around that character and what she was trying to do. Imagine I imagine, I don't know who voices the robot, but I imagine it's like some unfunny comedian like Hannah Gatsby or like Amy Schumer. Just imagine having their voice in that character, and it would make it, 10 times worse. Yeah, not a fun movie whatsoever. And I think it sits at a D. It's a very D tier movie. So another fail from the Star Wars franchise. But yeah, that's all I got to say about the movie. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And like I said, next week will be the end of the Star Wars review series. Will be the end of the Star Wars review series. It's going to be ending with the Rise of Skywalker, which is... You already know my thoughts. If you've been watching these reviews, you already know my thoughts on that movie is going to be. So look out for that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.